Welcome to Tourism Talk. I'm your host, Mary Hammond, Director of the Paducah Convention and Visitors Bureau. My guest today is Gail Robinson-Butler, and she is Director of the Clemens Fine Arts Center here at
West Kentucky Community and Technical College.
I was going to say the initials, and,
No.
then my tongue got all twisted up.
I know. So by the time you get my name and the Fine Arts Center name and the college name, it is a mouthful. I'm happy to be with you today, Mary.
Yes. Well, we're here at the college. That's what I call it, the college. And we're very proud of the college and what's happening out here. And the Focus series is just, how many years now?
Oh my goodness, I think this is our 39th.
That's fabulous.
I think that's right. Yes, it is our 39th. I know
Right.
that it is. Next year we'll be 40 years old.
Well, it's been about 30-some since we moved here, and I know it was in full swing then, and it just gets better and better. And what a nice facility that we have here at the college. And I love it that you can sit and there's room to walk in front of you.
Right.
It's good, and I've enjoyed the performances that I've seen, and I do try to make most of them, so that's good. Well, 2007 has a great season. It's so varied. Get kicked right off with some some traveling performances.
Yes,
Is that right?
yes. We start on January 20th, which is a Saturday, with a show that I saw in New York. It's an off-Broadway hit that has been running for over 20 years. The title is I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change. And the touring company is an equity company, which means that they're
Right.
union actors. There are 4 actors playing over 40 characters. It is a musical joyride through dating and mating of the population in the United States. It's very funny.
So it'll be really fun.
Oh yes, it's a great deal of fun. And the performance that I saw in New York just had me laughing the whole time, and I think that it will be just as good, the touring company that we'll have in Paducah.
So no winter doldrums around here.
Oh no, if you get bored, come here.
See the performance and laugh.
And
It's
a
good
lot.
for you.
Yes, and you'll leave humming
good.
some of the tunes.
Oh, good. Will we know them?
No, probably not.
But they're catchy.
They're catchy, and
good.
I think that people will identify with some of
Sure.
the things they'll see. You know, that we go on a blind date with a couple, and we see the wedding day of another couple,
Fun.
and you know, it's just a whole lot of fun.
Sure. I love you. You're perfect now. Change.
Yes.
Makes me think someone's been talking to my husband. No, surely not.
Surely not, Mary. I've
No.
known you a long time. I can't believe that would happen.
So then the very opposite of that with the Golden Dragon
Yes,
acrobats.
and that'll be on Tuesday, February the 6th at
Sure.
7:30. And this actually is one of the most recognized companies in the United States. They tour extensively in the United States as well as internationally, and have performed, you know, all over the country. And they have 27 centuries of Chinese acrobatics. It's a tradition that that country is very, very proud of, and they're amazing. Some of the things these folks do are just amazing. Of course, they do that gravity-defying chair trick, which they stack chairs on top of chairs on top of chairs, and the real trick to that is not just getting the chairs to stand up, which is what I couldn't do
Sure.
anyway, but the person who is stacking the chairs is actually standing on one of them on a handstand with one hand.
Wow.
So, and then there'll be the unicycles, of course,
Right.
and lots and lots.
The
of
fabulous costumes.
Oh, yes.
Now, they would have music
yes.
during all of
oh,
this?
yes, yes. And, you know, it's a kind of a combination of acrobats, traditional Chinese dance, and of course you'll hear the music, and the costumes are truly spectacular.
I wonder if this is something that is in your family, like there are circus families sort of a thing.
Maybe.
Or if it's something that you just see that a student young has these talents and you send them off to school. I mean, I don't feel like they went to public school. They probably have
Oh, I think
gone
they've probably
away.
been training all their lives.
I bet their families.
You know,
well, we'll be learning more about
we
that
will.
one.
We'll ask them when they come. Maybe we'll do a tourism talk with the company.
We can do that. We can do that. We have connections.
Yes.
We have connections. And then, of course, our favorite in February.
Well, later in February, let's see the date, I'm having to cheat, is February the 24th, and that's a Saturday evening. A young man, Travis LeDoit, will do a tribute to the king, and of course, it is the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
Of course.
And he is wonderful. I had had the privilege of seeing him at the Renaissance Center in Dixon, Tennessee this summer, and I also saw him showcase at APAP a couple of years ago. But he's incredible. He looks like Elvis and sounds like Elvis. And the really great part about this show is it is the 1950s Elvis, when he was in his prime.
The one we love.
Yes, yes, and Travis looks amazingly like Elvis and sounds like him, and even more amazing, he has those moves, stands up on his toes, and it's just really great show, a lot of fun.
Now here's somebody we may know more about as time goes on. Graceland, with celebrating the King's birthday, I believe I just heard recently, is going to be really searching for people and having competitions for this period Elvis. So it's, he may be in the front running on that.
He very well may be. I'm not really familiar with that, but what I do know is if you drive into Memphis, there's a huge billboard of Travis.
Oh, well, I'd say he's already in the running.
He is known in Memphis, and like I said, he's not only a great entertainer, he's just a really nice guy too. So I think, and what I have found is he has a website as well, and people check his website out, and of course their schedules are on there, so we're getting lots and lots of calls from people who make all of Travis's shows within their region.
Maybe we need to check this out. His name is Travis LeDoyt, L-E-D-O-Y-T.
Yes.
I'll be checking his website out, that's for sure.
Yes, and you can also check him out at musiccityartist.com, and Arts and Focus website is up as well.
Would you have a link to his website?
I don't know if we'd have the link or not, but we'll have his web address there.
Now, these shows are very reasonably priced.
Yes, they are. They are, and for adults, for the professional touring shows, it's $18 per ticket and $10 for students and children. So they really are reasonably priced. Part of the goal of the Arts in Focus series is to make the arts accessible to everyone.
Yes, it's a good price, makes a nice gift as well.
It does. We also have season tickets, and we also offer a special student semester pass where they get a semester for something like $15.
Oh,
because part of our mission is to get our students here.
Right. Well, that's good. Well, continuing with the Focus series, which is really the most spectacular, the Mikado.
Yes, and that'll be one that we will be producing ourselves. Norman Wergler will be directing that particular show. He directs all of our musicals that we do in the spring, and of course the Mikado is probably the most popular opera of all time, Gilbert and Sullivan operetta, and it was done as a political satire against the British government, or of the British government. But they set it in Japan because, nobody wanted the wrath of the British government when Gilbert and Sullivan was writing, so or were writing. So they did it as a satire and set it in Japan, and the music is great. The costumes will be truly great for that one as well as the set. You were commenting on a set that you just saw a show here, and Todd Birdsong will also be building the set for the Mikado, and he does a wonderful job. So it should be a great show. We have 2 performances of the Mikado, Friday and Saturday, April 27th and the 28th, and we also should mention, this is very exciting, we'll be doing 2 pre-dinner shows that will be served in the bistro in the Anderson building of WKCTC campus, and they will be prepared and served by Chef Brett McCarthy and the culinary arts students. And they will be available to not only people who are coming to the show, but to the quilters. And
that's
also,
Quilt Weekend,
yes, that is Quilt Weekend.
Good.
We will also be having a meal prior to the Golden Dragon Acrobats.
Oh, good. I think I'd like to take part of that, and of course I think Chef Brett is fabulous. So
right, and the food will be really good. Plus, it's a good opportunity for the community to see the bistro if they have not had that chance.
Sure. I've actually watched the chef and on his show, Channel 2 show. It's really good. It's good.
And the food will be great.
Yeah, but spring's not done yet. We've still got the Pops concert.
Then we have the West Kentucky Community and Technical College Community Chorus, and they will be doing their Spring Pops concert on Sunday, May 6th at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So it's a nice way to come and celebrate spring and the coming of summer with our chorus. Oh no, that's free.
And that's
free.
That's a wonderful. No excuse for not experiencing the arts here in Paducah.
And the chorus is a non-audition singing group, and it's for people who love to sing with a group, and and want a little more exposure
Sure.
and a little more practice, they meet every Tuesday evening.
I didn't realize that. So if you're
Yes.
interested, just call out here to the
Yes,
college.
yes.
That's great.
You can call our number, which is 534-3212, and we'll put you in touch.
Good. And they sing the whole selection, but they're all songs that you know.
Oh, yes.
And that makes it really
And some
fun.
of them will be popular Broadway Broadway tunes as well.
Good, good. Now we're to my favorites, my friends, Brawn and the Mash.
Oh, well, now Bon and the Mash have been here in the fall.
Yes.
But this is part of our Backstage Pass series, and Bon and the Mash did kick that off back in August. But Carefree Highway is a really great country band.
But you see these on Channel 2.
Oh, yes,
Brawn
they're-
and the Mash.
yes, yes.
I think I always call them Brawn. Bon
and the Mash.
And they sing those wonderful Paducah songs.
They do, and
love
they're
it.
a really great group.
That's
And one of the things that our Backstage Pass series does is bring groups like Bon and the Mash into our facility in a coffee house style setting. And we put up tables and chairs on stage. Todd does a great job with the set, and you sit on stage with the artist.
Very intimate.
It's very intimate. You get an opportunity to talk with them, to hear them up close, and Channel 2 staff, the television department here, does video of that, and then it plays back on the channel. So we get recognition for our
Yes.
regional artists, and they get hopefully other bookings from
Oh,
that.
they're doing great. Well, be sure and watch that. Check the schedule and watch Bon and the Mash so that you can watch Carefree Highway in
Yes,
January,
yes.
January 27th.
And they're a great group, and this group is made up of a father and a daughter, and then I think 3 other people in the group as well, and they all have
Right.
lots of history
Good.
and awards and recognition as individual artists. So the quality of the music of that group will be great too, and it will be in that same setting. And then those artists also not only get their work aired on Channel 2, but they also get a copy of their videotape or DVD, and then they can put that in their promotions packet. So part of this is not only to bring new people into the theater, but to help regional artists come up with promotional packages that they can use in getting future bookings.
Well, the college continues to support arts, not only with the students, the community, but helping budding artists and get them out. And
That's what we want
that's
to do
good.
here. You know,
That's
it's really a good way to do that, which leads us into our next Backstage Pass, which will be a songwriters night. And songwriters are invited in to do 15-minute segments, and there will probably be 4, maybe 5 that evening.
Good.
And they'll do 15 to 25-minute segments, and then they play all original music, and it's all acoustic music at our
That's
Backstage
March
Pass.
3rd. Now, do they need to
Yes.
sign up ahead of time for that?
No.
You just show up,
These are door
bring your
sales
guitar?
only. Oh no, the songwriters have to be selected and
Oh, okay, it's a process.
it's a process.
So once again, if they're interested,
They should call
give you a
me.
call
Yes,
and get in
yes.
this process.
That's
So-
correct.
Okay.
That's
All right.
correct. And we have several already in line for that particular
Good.
one. But this is something that we do every year so that songwriters,
Right.
have a chance to publish their work electronically.
That's good. One last thing about that Carefree Highway. I think that's Super Bowl Eve. And what a fun way to kick
Yes,
off
yes.
the weekend and
And it's
get
a
it
great
festive.
date night or night out with your husband or your spouse. It's also very family friendly. We have young people who
Do
come.
you? Good. That's good.
So it's a great way to come. And at the January Carefree Highway event, that will also be catered by the Culinary Arts Department,
Oh,
and the
good.
students will be here serving and
So
preparing
you can
food.
just buy items, whatever you.
Desserts
Desserts.
and coffees and cappuccinos and soft drinks and bottled
Sure.
waters.
Neat.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I think that will be.
Right. And then we have a whole new series that we started this year called the Campus Series. And the purpose of this series is to bring students in. So what we've tried to do is do more cutting edge talent. We opened it in September with Break, which was a group from New York.
Right.
And they did breakdancing, hip hop.
Kinda
We had
stomp-like.
DJs, kind of stomp-like, but really more urban than stomp.
Okay.
More
Sure.
what you would see on the streets
Sure.
dancing. And it was a great show. And we will be following that up on March 15th, which is the Ides of March, with
Oh.
Chris Porter from, and he will be recognized by a lot of people. He was one of the finalists. In fact, I think he won 3rd place on Last Comic Standing,
remember
the
him.
NBC series.
Yes.
And he's, it's mature content,
Good.
mature language, so it's for you know, I would say college students and up. And
That's good.
we're hoping
Well,
that our students come, as well as younger people in the community.
Well, I do think that the students look for something, though, that is geared to them, that just for them.
We
That's
sold
not
out with
necessarily
Break.
right. That's great. They want something that they can really identify with.
And
it
it
just
was
got everything
yeah.
here.
Well,
it's a great
and we're
schedule.
not finished yet.
I know it.
We're not
It's good.
finished yet, because in May we did a new series this year called On the Road, and we took a charter bus to see Lion King in November, and we will be going in May, and the dates are to be determined on that, and we will announce that a little bit later. But we're taking another group to the fabulous Fox Theater in St. Louis to see the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. And do not be misled by the name, because it is also a mature audience production.
I
It
wouldn't
is
have
not
thought.
for student, you know, it's not for children.
Sure.
It is fun, 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 and it's a brand new show.
Now, I think I went to the Fox.
You went to us to the Wicked with us last year.
Okay,
to the
that's great
Fox.
fun, and
Yes.
it's very organized, and the group just has a good time
They
together.
do. We'll have lunch at the Fox Club at the Fox Theater, and we'll take a charter bus up. We'll serve snacks, goodies, breakfast muffins, and things like that, and coffee and hot chocolate on the way up. On the way home, we'll have wine and cheese and fancy little eclairs and
We need to
things
quit
like
talking
that.
about food.
I know, you're starting.
But and I know, and the Lion King was a great success.
Yes, it was. We had a
That's
great
good.
time. And that was for children as well.
Sure. Well, I just never would have thought the spelling bee one was adult.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
got to
is,
remember
it
that.
is. Yes, everybody remember that that is an adult production.
Okay.
And then we will be continuing with our exhibits in the gallery lobby in January. And I really do have to cheat on this, because we have really revved up the number of offerings that
That's
we're
great.
doing in the gallery this year. And we will open on January 25th with the Murray State University Student Show. And of course, that's just what it says. That will be artwork from the students in the art department at Murray
good.
State. We've done 2 partnership shows with them this season, and this will be our second.
They have a great art department, so
They
that's
do.
good.
They do, and we love to be able to partner with other schools in the region and outside. Actually, we will also be doing the work of Jack Cody, who is a Paducah area artist and part owner.
Sure.
He and Natalia, of course, own Creatures of
Sure.
Habit downtown, and he has a great collection. And his work will be up March the 1st through the 31st. So.
What a neat person, too.
Yes, yeah, he really is a lot of fun. He costumed a show for us recently, and that's an art in itself.
Yes.
But his work will be up, and we'll have an opening reception
Good.
for both of those shows. And then in April, we will do our WKCTC Student Art Show, and now our annual duck tape fashion show.
Duct tape fashion
Not
show.
duck work. That would be hard
Yeah,
to
that would
pull
be hard
off.
to do.
Yeah.
Well, I can't imagine what that is.
Well, they actually make clothes out of duct tape.
Okay. Well,
And the students, we had a young lady in a dress.
they wear it.
Yes,
They-
and then they model
okay.
it.
Sure. That's interesting.
So it can be a dress, it can be,
Sure.
we had a raincoat and boots for one of the students' daughters last year that she modeled. Then we had quite a dress, you know, an
Sure.
elaborate dress and.
Headdress?
No, a
No?
dress.
But okay.
And then we had a
Yeah.
hat, like a ball cap
Sure.
kind of hat.
Well,
So.
duct tape comes in so many colors now.
Right.
So you're not limited to just a
Right.
gray.
So it makes that
That's
night a lot of
fun.
fun. And that happens on their opening reception night, which is April the 5th, a Thursday evening. So, and I know that our audience is not going to be able to remember all these dates, so we have made that easier this year. All you have to do is go to artsinfocus.org.
Oh, that's very easy.
And all of our schedules are on there.
Artsinfocus.org.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
And your phone number one more time.
270-534-3212 is the box office.
The box office. And they're there. You're there to answer any questions.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
That's great. If you want.
And they can also on the website get my email address, and
Sure.
I'd be happy to respond that way too.
Yeah, she's good like that.
Try
She's
to
good.
be.
Yeah.
Try to be.
Well, I just I love what the college is doing. I love the different directions and then the different departments working together. The team is good.
It's exciting. It
Yeah.
really is that we have a lot of things where we partner internally.
Sure.
And then we also have our Arts Reach Kentucky program, and we were selected several years ago as the Paducah site to be one of the pilot communities to do Arts Reach Kentucky, which is taking art classes, workshops, it could be in visual arts, it could be in the performing arts, to students and children in the neighborhood after school program at 3 Paducah Housing Authority sites. And then they come here and either perform on the stage or they have an exhibit in our gallery. And it's one of the best things that we do.
Sure.
It's so much fun for them and for us too. It's very different.
Rewarding.
It really is. I mean, when a student walks in, when a 10-year-old walks in and you know that they are at-risk children, and he walks in and says, see that? That's my art. Well then, you know, you're pretty much rewarded for the work that you've done.
Well, I look forward to the day that we sit here filming a tourism talk and one of those kids is behind the camera.
Wouldn't that be great?
I know, but hey, that day's coming.
Or we're talking about one of those kids who is performing.
Oh, yes.
You know, in
Well,
something that's coming up. In fact, when Break was here, we did a dance contest, and a 15-year-old,
Sure.
Julia Starr, won that contest and had her chance to do 2 numbers with the company on the evening of the performance. Well, that child's smile
I
lit the
bet.
whole theater.
I bet.
So it was great. You know, 15 is a great time to be able to do that.
Gosh. Well, it's good. And you've been around a long time. You've seen a lot of changes.
Now, what are you saying, Mary?
Oops. About the same length of time as I have.
Pretty much.
But good things. It just gets better. You know, it doesn't matter how long you've been there because every year's better. And just we continue to see those moving towards the future, not only here at the college, but as the college fits into the community.
The community.
And it's just, it's
of course,
exciting.
everybody's talking about the art school that's
Yes.
going to be in Lower Town, and you know, so that's just another example of the commitment that this college has to the arts and to the community.
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still here.
That's right. Me too. The same thing. You can pick up season tickets anytime. You can pick up individual tickets anytime. If somebody has a group they want to bring, if it's a Sunday school class or a book club or any
Right.
kind of a group, just get in touch. You have
That's right. We have a group discount for
Good.
groups of 20 or more. You get a 10% discount. We also open our matinee performances. For instance, the Mikado will have a matinee
Oh, good.
on Friday,
Okay.
and we open that up to the public as well, because many times senior citizens don't want to drive after
Right,
dark.
right.
And so we let them come, and so we always have groups from Jackson Oaks and RSVP bring groups.
And that great group that meets out here, my mother's part of it, the retirees that meet once a week.
Oh, yes. Well, we just,
They'll
anybody that
probably
wants
be
to
there.
come. That's
That's
right.
They
And then
do
our
fun
own
things.
students can come to that
Yes.
as well.
That's good. Yeah, because a lot of times people who are commuting in, by the time you go home, you may not want
Right.
to come back. This way you can just stay or
Most
stay
of
on
them work
campus.
too.
Good.
So, you know, we need something that fits into everyone's
Yeah.
schedule.
And some intern programs. We've had interns from here. Well, I know, once again, I say to you, I know you've got our book, our website bookmarked, but make sure, double check, you want to get the right email. Boy, Mary, get my tongue all twisted here. You want to have the right web address because the tourism office has a brand new address, and it's paducah.travel. You may say, I've never heard anything like that, but just try it out, www.paducah.travel. Check out that new website, go right under the arts, you'll see Focus, connect right into Focus, get all the information that you need about what's happening here and all over town.
That's right. And I have to say that you guys are great in helping us promote our offerings to the community as well as people outside Paducah.
Well, thank you. We have to have something to promote. So get those folks here. Do you see a lot of people come from while they're visiting here?
Yes,
especially
we do,
during
actually.
Quilt Show.
Especially during
Right.
Quilt Show. And sometimes, I mean, I know that the only way they could have found that out is through you guys.
Well-
So we do see that, and we are working with you also to promote the pre-show dinner.
Yes, and I love that. And on the shows where there isn't a pre-show dinner, gosh, there are so many local restaurants
yeah.
here, and you're so close to so many of them to take advantage of that before the show.
That's right.
Well, it's a good thing, right?
It is a good thing. Come and spend the weekend with us.
Yes, we'd like to see you do that. Well, once again, Gail, thank you for joining us. You have so many things that you're involved in, not only here with the school, but with the community. We continue to feel, even though you're retired from Summer Festival, we know that you still have an interest. It'll always be close to your heart. And some changes there with the schedule, but it's still, the entertainment was good. You left a good legacy there.
Well, I hope they have many years to come.
Yes, I know. Gail's back there with a stick if they don't get all the good groups. We've talked before about your ability to pick out people performers right
Up and
before they
coming.
get to be big. Up and coming, that's what it
Mhm.
is. And yes, how many times we've seen people and then within the year they've really broken through and become a big name.
A lot of luck.
All right. Well, once again, when you come to these shows, bring your autograph book because you just never know with some of these touring shows or people like Travis LeDoit where they're going to
Or
end
Bon
up.
and the Mash.
You're
You
exactly
know,
right.
I mean, we're gonna hear a lot more from them. They're a really young, groundbreaking group, and they're doing new grass rather than bluegrass, and
yes,
you know.
writing their own material,
Mhm.
and yes, a new CD out. So it's good. Thank you, Gail, for coming and talking
You're
with
welcome.
us. And I look forward to the 2007 season.
Me too.
All right. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again, not only downtown, but out here at the college at Exit 7 off of Interstate 24. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us.